Hello again, my wonderful Japanese students, and welcome to video number 4 of the Mac Sensei's online English lessons. I hope you've been enjoying my English lessons, and today we're going to continue talking about some interesting things I've learned about Japan. Today we are going to talk about traditional ways to keep cool in Japan. Traditional ways to keep cool in Japan. So I was thinking the weather is changing. Today is a very sunny, beautiful day. It's nice outside. There is a soft, cool breeze, but it's getting a little hot, don't you think? And pretty soon it's going to get warmer and warmer, and we're going to enter summertime. And summertime gets really hot in Japan. I love using my air conditioner every day, all night. But I was wondering, before air conditioners, what did Japanese people do to keep cool? So I started to research about that, and I noticed there are many different sites that give me one example, but there was no site that gave me many examples. So I made my own article and I posted it online, and you can see the link in the box below. But I started my own blog and I wrote my own article about it. And I want to talk about 3 things that people did in Japan during maybe the Edo period or later or before, where they were very cool. They kept cool. All right, so you can go to, and you can click the link below, but there's also this. It's called chitchatclubjapan.blogspot. Blogpost.com. One more time. chitchatclubjapan.blogpost.com. And if you go to that, if you go there, you can see Max Sensei's online English lesson article. And that's my article. So let's enjoy reading, and we're going to check the words. There's just 2 words today because it's my writing and I could write maybe pretty easy to understand English. Then there are 5 discussion questions that we'll go over too. Anyway, let's begin. Everyone, please check the link, check the article, and let's read together. The traditional ways to keep cool in Japan. There are several ways Japanese people use to keep cool these days. And number 1 is the air conditioner. What a fantastic invention in the modern world. The air conditioner can make the hottest summer day manageable by keeping the room at a cool 26 degrees Celsius. What did people in Japan do before the invention of the air conditioner? How did they stay cool before electricity? Let's look at 3 traditional ways that Japan stayed cool in summer during the Edo period. The first way Japanese people tried to stay cool is by the use of the fooding, or Japanese wind chime. This doesn't really make anyone cool down, but it helps make people feel cooler by thinking about the wind. Putting a wind chime outside the window of a house will bring a gentle ringing sound when wind passes by. The sound will make people realize that a breeze has arrived in the house, and they can focus on the breeze and feel cool. The temperature doesn't change, but it just helps people focus on a cool breeze. The next method Japan used to cool off is by splashing water outside their houses and businesses. It's called uchimizu. This method of cooling off actually works. In the Edo era, and even today, people would fill up their wooden ladles with water and sprinkle it in front of their house or open windows. Businesses would also splash water in front of the opening of their shops. When the water evaporates, it cools off the air around it. A University of Technology in the Netherlands tested uchimizu to see if it really made the air cooler, and they proved that it works really well. They said that it makes a significant difference in the surrounding area when people splash water on paved roads. The final method of keeping cool in Japan before air conditioning is the clothes they wear. In the Edo period, many people wore many layers of clothing, and some wore kimonos. In summer, it's much too hot to wear so many layers, so people wore a yukata, which is a thin layer of cotton fabric. When people wore a yukata, they could feel ventilation. The wind could blow through the thin layer of fabric and cool down the person wearing it. There were many different ways to cool down in the past for Japanese people, and these are just a few of those methods. The fooding could remind people of the cool breeze and help their mind to relax. Uchimizu would cool down the area around the house or business by evaporating water, and the yukata would help people feel ventilated. There must be many more ways to stay cool in summer, but in modern day Japan, the easiest must be the air conditioner. All right, well, that's today's article. I hope you guys liked it. And let's look at some words. I picked 2 words, but there might be 3. I'm noticing a word at the end called ventilated or ventilation in yukata. So I'm going to add that. Ventilation. What I usually do is I look at a word, I go to my computer, ventilation, I look up the meaning on the dictionary just to make sure that it's correct. Definition. Okay, bringing fresh air into a room, building, etc. Okay, then I write it down on my whiteboard. Bringing fresh air into something. Okay. All right, so let's look at our words. So number 1 is manageable. Manageable. In the article, it says the air conditioner can make the hottest summer day manageable by keeping the room at a cool 26 degrees. Manageable means to control or deal with. So the air conditioner controls the hot summer day. We feel too hot, we control the air, and it becomes cooler. Okay, number 2 is evaporates. Evaporates. Evaporate means turns from liquid into vapor. In the article, it says, when the water evaporates, it cools off the area around it. So with uchimizu, you splash the water on the ground, the sun is shining, the water, because it's hot, the water turns from liquid to vapor. It goes into the air and it cools off. It brings the temperature down. Okay, and finally is ventilation. Ventilation. Ventilation says bringing fresh air into something. Bringing fresh air into something. In the article, it talks about the yukata. It says when people wore a yukata, they could feel ventilation. So the cool air, fresh air, could enter their clothes and cool off their body. All right, well, let's look at some discussion questions. So number 1, let's look at number 1. Do you use any of these traditional methods to keep cool? Do you use any of these traditional methods to keep cool? Number 2, is there any other traditional methods that you think that you can think of that Japanese people use to keep cool? So I just used 3 examples, but of course there are many more examples. Can you think of another one, or is there anyone that you use or something like that? Number 3, are you a winter person or a summer person? What I mean is, do you prefer winter or summer, and why? Number 4, what activities do you like to do in summer? And number 5, besides air conditioning, what is a modern way you keep cool these days? So we talked about traditional ways to keep cool. What are some modern ways you like to keep cool? Okay, well, I'm going to answer two of these questions for you just to give my opinion. Let's see. Number three, are you a winter person or a summer person? Do you prefer winter or summer? I'm definitely a summer person because I like to do a lot of activities in summer, but I enjoy the temperature of winter. If it's cold, I like to wear a jacket and I feel more comfortable. If it's hot, I must use the air conditioning or I feel too hot and too uncomfortable. But I really like summer. My birthday is close to summer and I love summer activities. So I'll answer question number four. What activities do you like to do in summer? My favorite summer activity is going to the beach and swimming and bodyboarding in the ocean. I went to Ichinomiya 2 times last summer and 1 time 2 years ago. And this summer, I want to go many more times. I want to swim in the ocean. I want to feel the cool ocean water and enjoy the big waves and swim with the waves and do bodyboarding. All right, that's all for this week's online English lesson. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure you comment in the box below or just send me an email of your discussion answers. I will be sure to respond to them. Also, I'm hoping to make a video of different students' answers and just my response to them. And I know in our private lessons or chit chat club, we like to share our answers together. I know you guys are looking forward to other students' answers, so I want to share some answers with you guys so you know what each other are saying. All right, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice evening or day or weekend or week, and please look forward to next week's lesson too. Bye.